888-878-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria, tacos, and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Check, 1, 2. 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Captain Show. I need some more headphones. You can take it.
All right, welcome to the Captain Show, 93.7. This is the fastest 2 hours in radio, and today we're going to do a little something different. We're going to talk about Matt Talbot Kitchen, where we'll be at Give to Lincoln Day here Thursday from the ticket will be out there from 6 to 6 all day long. So we hope you can dig in your pockets and help us reach our goal of helping Matt Tarver set all kind of goals that we help Cedar do the last 2 years, and we're switching it up this year. Going to be fun, something different. I'm going to be out there. The captain's going to be out there. Every show will be out there starting off Thursday morning at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so Give to Lincoln Day, Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. Give to Lincoln Day is this Thursday, May 29th, but you can donate now at givetolincolnday.com. Type in Matt Talbot, that's Talbot in the search, and choose your donation level. Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach mission is to relieve hunger, overcome homelessness, address addiction, and provide outreach and advocacy in Lincoln. Super important. We'll be on location all day Thursday from 6 a to 6 p at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach just north of 27th and Holdridge. Feel free to stop by, make a donation, or do so online. Challenge Terrell Farley to a push-up competition. If you donate, please text the text line 402-464-5685, and we will gladly shout you out. If you stop by in person to donate, we'll have giveaways for College World Series tickets, Lincoln Salt Dogs tickets, restaurant gift certificates, and more. And they can give you a tour. GiveToLincolnDay.com. Type in Matt Talbot and donate today. And we have a special guest in the building. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself because you play lacrosse, and I don't want to mess anything up. So without further ado, you introduce yourself. What do you do for Matt Talbot?
Yeah,
and then you go.
You know, you don't want to irritate me. I led my high school team in yellow cards.
You keep doing
I know,
that.
That's what you do. I'm a defense person.
Are you hitting them with the stick?
Yeah, that's my stick. I'm pushing you out of the arc.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only on one leg, so be easy on the one leg guy. I got one leg today.
All right.
For the next 4 months. So, you know, the captain's out of any competition, you win.
All right. That's fair. All right. My name is Lori Wellman. I'm the Director of Development at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach. And it's my job to really come here and talk about our mission and explain to people why it's important, how we're helping people in need in our community, and what they can do to get involved.
Okay. Come on.
All right.
Well, here. No. Let's do it the captain way. Now, okay. Lori, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from upstate New York originally. If anyone ever knows, has heard of Corning Glassware, that's our jam. That's our claim to fame.
Yeah.
Corningware.
Corningware? Is that your family, Corningware?
Oh, yeah, I wish.
You said that like it was the claim to fame.
That's what Corning, New York is known for. My family.
Oh, that's where you from.
Yeah,
so you guys are known for
glassware.
Glassware.
That's our thing. That's
I've never got
thing.
You know what? Now that you say that, I think I remember Corning.
Yeah.
On some of the glasses. Yeah. Now you're going to have me looking.
Yeah.
Okay. So New York, upstate New York.
That's right.
Did you have a car at 18?
No.
Why?
No. I have two older brothers. We all had to pool and share. And so, as the youngest of three, I never got it.
Oh, you never got the car?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Also, they're boys. They were like, no, I'm not going to let you have the car. Who knows? You're going to get in trouble.
They dropped you off.
Yeah. Maybe if I was lucky.
All right. So how did you find, so what happened after high school for you?
After high school, I played lacrosse at Union College in Schenectady, New York for a couple of years.
Say that again.
Schenectady, New York, outside of Albany, New York.
For $50, I bet you can't spell it.
Say it again.
Schenectady.
Oh, nah.
Come on, try it.
No.
Austin, you want a chance at it for $5?
You want me to spell it?
Yes.
IT.
Look.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Schenectady. New York. You got to spell Schenectady.
SCHNECTADY.
You were really close. I think you missed one letter.
Boom!
You were close, though.
The captain still holds the 5. His skin carries over, girl. See, I love that. How you spell it?
SCHENECTADY.
Dang, you got the SCH right, Austin.
I know he did. I think he just missed one letter. I think it's because you were going fast.
That's what it was. He didn't slow. He thought he had it. Yeah. That's what it was. Overconfidence.
Yeah, maybe. I
think just a bit.
He wanted to get that money. I saw it in his eyes. The hunger was there.
Hey, most people do. Especially now that I'm down, they always want to win against me now.
Yeah, one leg up, so to speak.
There it is. Now I have to be mentally smarter than these young men. I can't do anything physically. I'm injured. I'm not hurt. I'm injured. Okay, so you play lacrosse at where?
Union College.
And then how'd that go for you?
I played a couple years. It was good. I was a defender. Then I did a term abroad. I spent 6 months in Japan. I did an MBA program there. And yada, yada, yada. Here I am.
And then here you are.
here I am.
Well, no, that's not how it went. Okay, come on, Lori.
And I'm really not. That
Lori, come
not
on.
That interesting.
So now, yeah, you are, because we still got to talk about basketball. Because you know what, Nebraska Wesleyan probably don't get the juice right from the radio stations.
Probably
because
not.
of all the great things that football, the University of Nebraska, kind of big brother, right? It's like they're not even little brother, they're like a cousin. Right.
I feel that.
Yeah. So we want to give them some juice. It's not every day that you meet the wife of.
Well, I'll start by saying when he told me he had an interview in Nebraska, I said, "Oh, that's great. You can see the kids in the summertime." I'm not moving to the flyover state. That's not a thing that's going to happen.
Messed up. We're the flyover state?
Oh, you were. I love it now. I love it. You got to think like I'm a New Yorker. That's the stereotype.
So wait a second. So when you fly to California, they say, "Hey, by the way, there's Nebraska."
And I was like,
no,
"Where?"
It's those maps that be on the in-flight thing that you see, and you just say, "Oh, we're flying over Nebraska."
Right. Wow.
Never step foot in there again.
Okay, so we're doing the opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm probably alienating donors right now.
No, you're not. Come on.
I was wrong. I will say I was wrong. Now, I'm never going to say that to him, obviously. But he said, "How about if you are half as open-minded as you say you are and look into it?" And I was like, "Okay, I will." And then I won't move there. But I looked into it. I absolutely love Lincoln. It's a wonderful place to have a career, to have children, just to live, to be. I love it.
Yeah, what is Nebraska Wesleyan's mascot? I'm so sorry.
They are the Prairie Wolves. Now, it's a big source of contention because they used to be the Plainsmen. And
back in the day, it was the Plainsmen when I knew Nebraska. A couple of buddies of mine went there.
Bill Bush said he's going to give multi-millions of dollars if we go back to the Plainsmen. So
really,
yeah,
Bill
I know.
Bush,
yeah, he said that. I've got him quoted.
Do you have it? Do you have it recorded?
No, but I think Susie Miller out there does.
Did he say it on the show?
Said it after the show.
But
other people,
plausible deny.
Other people who have said it.
You got. It won't hold up in court.
Yeah,
he was just throwing that out. He's throwing that caveat.
He just knows it's not going to happen.
Exactly. Kind of like I kind of knew Terrell wasn't going to get it, but I was skeptic. But I didn't think he would get it either. I think that was a tough.
Well, I knew Austin probably was going to get it because he looks like Austin that type. He's a good speller.
I knew he was going to miss it by one. It's too confident.
I feel like they're having more fun with this than you are.
It happens. I'm new to the show. I'm not normally here. So
I can't help but notice they're laughing a little harder than you.
It's all right. I'll get the next.
We love Austin, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
Tell.
He's kind of like the voice of reason. You know what I mean?
All right.
Bach is too, but Austin more so, a little bit more, I think, than Bach. Just
you have to reel it in. Is that your job?
I try.
Yeah, he don't ever have to reel us in. We ride.
Success rate
he's in the
lower
back
than
seat
50%.
with us.
There are people on my staff who reel me in. I almost came in a corn hat with like black under my eyes. And
why didn't you do it?
They were kind of like, man, maybe you should just pull it together and talk about Matt Thomas.
Yeah, you should have did that. That would have been hilarious to talk about. And then you would have went down in 93.7, the captain history.
Oh, come on.
First woman ever to come in here with the corn hat. He usually put the corn hat on.
I need you to get back on task. So let's
sorry.
All right. I thought that was your job.
Farley's better at it.
Okay, Lori. So now he coaches the men's basketball at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yes.
And you guys have been here 11 years. We're glad to have you here. You're a Husker now and a prairie dog. A Husker prairie dog.
Prairie wolf.
Or a prairie wolf.
Yip, yip.
What is a prairie wolf?
I don't know.
Is that something real?
Let's bring in our recent Wesleyan graduate, Ellie, to answer that question.
Oh,
if
come on,
she's
Ellie.
listening.
Ellie, are you listening, Ellie?
Now, bigger, better things to do.
Ellie's not listening.
We'll bring her in next segment.
Evidently.
We'll get Ellie in and we'll ask her.
It's not going.
A prairie dog is a herd dog.
No, not a prairie dog. A prairie wolf.
A herd. What is in the wolf
you
family?
A herd dog.
A herd dog is in the wolf family, though.
Prairie.
I'm just saying.
Wolf.
Yes.
Okay.
The text line's open 402. We got a pretty smart text line.
Right.
Yeah, we got a pretty smart.
Let's let them.
Yeah,
let's see
smart
what
mouths.
they come up with. 402-464-5685. As long as it's not Eric. Don't answer this, Eric. This is not for you because I know you don't know. What is a prairie wolf? I need to know that because I've never heard of that before. It's like
you got to come to a game.
What's a bug eater?
A bug eater?
Yeah, this is for that's a lie shirt for you. That's a lie shirt. What is a bug eater?
I mean, all I can think of is like an anteater.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's ask Austin. Austin, what's a bug eater?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like bugs get eaten in other cuisines.
What's another name for the?
You on this?
I don't know.
What's another name for anteater? What they call them?
Aardvark.
Aardvark?
Oh yeah, aardvark.
Is that the same
You
thing?
remember that
No,
cartoon
it's
used
not.
to come on?
That's a different animal.
Stop for a second. Stop. Let's just think about this.
Off the rails. Going off the
Anteaters
rails.
are found.
Bug eater. Bug
What's
eater.
happening?
Bug
I
eater.
don't know.
We could be a bug eater.
Look,
The Nebraska bug eaters. That's what they used to be called.
Okay, so do you know Williams College? It's a small,
Never
really,
heard of it.
really good academic school, Division 3.
Where?
They in Massachusetts.
Okay.
They are the Eefs. They are the purple cows. It's the single coolest mascot I've ever seen.
The Eefs?
The Eefs.
That
rhymes
William
with
and
beef.
Mary?
What's
Or
that?
just Williams College?
Williams College.
Okay.
The Eefs.
The Eefs.
That's why we never
Purple
heard
cow.
of the
That-
Eefs.
that
They got a
one's pretty
football
cool.
team?
Yeah. I think
Really?
so, yeah.
What's that, Division
And
3?
at my school, we were the Dutchmen.
Oh, stop. Wait, how come you don't have an accent?
So my mom my mom's a feisty Jewish girl from Brooklyn. So she walks and talks and has coffee and does
there
it
it
really
is.
loudly and
There
has
it
no
is.
patience.
There it is.
But I grew up in upstate New York, so deer outpopulate people in where I grew up. So we had venison and didn't walk and talk. And when she gets really excited,
What's
it
water
gets loud.
sound like? How you say water?
Water.
Water. It's
It's
water.
water. And you got to do it with some attitude.
Filthy.
Yeah. I'm like, Mom, tone it down.
You
You're a
got to do
fifth
it
grade
with
teacher.
do it with-
Relax.
you got to with the
calm down,
attitude.
like, calm down. Yeah, there's like more than 3 people in line here. She's like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, hey, Mom, people are nice in Nebraska. Tone that down a little bit.
While we're on eating, that's kind of an issue for people that come to Matt Talbot, right? What does the food insecurity look
Love
like
it,
here
love it.
in Lincoln? What kind of
Yes.
need is Matt Talbot serving?
So since 2021, we have increased the number of meals that we've provided by almost 60% through our hunger relief program.
Mm.
So there's definite need. So now when I say that, I mean served meals. We serve 2 meals a day, 365 days a year. And I say 2 meals a day, but we almost always have breakfast out. So this morning, our executive director was making sure that we had breakfast out for our guests who are coming in. It's really important for our guests to know that they can come to us. They're going to be welcomed. There's a warm, friendly place to go where they can get the nourishment that they need. We also have something called the Choice Pantry. So whatever we're doing at Matt Talbot, we're doing with dignity in mind. The same way that I want to go pick out food for my kids and my family, our guests want to do that as well. And so they have an opportunity to do that right at Matt Talbot.
Nice. Now I know one of the relieve hunger and overcome homelessness, but how do you address addiction?
So we have a team. It's called our CARE team. They are a team of licensed drug and alcohol counselors who will provide free evaluations for our guests. They also help with pre-treatment classes. They run AA classes. And they also run 4 houses, 3 transition houses and an alternative house that are off-site. And so when people get out of treatment and they need help with things like resumes and financial literacy and obviously maintaining their sobriety, but also the next steps that they need to change the trajectory of our lives, there are people who are working with them on that.
Is that your staff, or do you partner with people in the community to come in and help out with that kind of stuff?
That's actually our staff.
Oh.
So we have our staff right on our site who will do the evaluations, who will interact with our guests, and then the houses are off site, but they go back and forth to the houses.
Mm.
So, and what's great about that team is that they will also be down in the dining room when we're having meals, so that people can see they're just regular people. They're just having their lunch, and you can just chit chat with them, and it doesn't have to be a big scary thing, but it also can be life changing. And lots of times, I think what's important for people to know is that sometimes it's not the second or third time, it's the 8th time. And we're going to be there every single time without judgment. And we will help somebody who's willing to change their lives.
Now, when we talk about Matt Talbot, who is he as a person? Is he still around Lincoln or?
Nope. He was named, he is the Venerable Matt Talbot. He was born in Ireland in the 1860s. And the women who founded Matt Talbot thought he was a good person to name us after because he grew up in an alcoholic home and was an alcoholic, I think, by the time he was a teenager. And he had burned his bridges and just didn't have any friends and didn't have any way to survive. And through his faith in God and through his own fortitude, decided that he was going to change his life. He's going to become sober and devote his life to helping others maintain their sobriety.
That sounds like me. I'm 10 years sober.
Oh, congratulations.
I woke
That's
up
awesome.
woke up one morning and after a rough night of drinking and I just stopped. No,
Wow, it's hard.
I just went cold turkey.
That's really hard.
And it's been the best 10 years of my life, so I would love to give back and come give speeches and try to, talk to people and just tell them like, things get better when you try. So, and that's one thing I try to tell people is that when you try, and you have to do it for yourself, first of all. A lot of people say they want to do it for this person, that person, but you got to put yourself first in that situation because it's only going to be you that's going through that pain and suffering. But you need a whole village or a whole team to help you get through it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I know it's hard.
Yeah. I you know what? I think you are a great ambassador when you talk about, the dress addiction, because you addressed it and you've been sober for 10 years. I mean, you've been sitting next to me for 10 years. I've been seeing you every other day or talking to you almost every other day. So you're a testament to what I think that addressing addiction is and the advocacy. You know what I mean? You're a great advocate to have to say, you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. So Terrell, I'm shout out to you. I happened to read the text line. And
what's our goal for Thursday? I mean, do y'all have any goals for this event Thursday that we're having that we need to hit?
Any goals? So it's hard to say. So last year we raised about $240,000 prior to the match. And so that was enormous. That was way higher than we thought we would get. I would love to hit that again. We rely on these funds to keep these 4 programs. So when I say 4 programs, I mean the Hunger Relief Program, our outreach program, which provides things like showers, laundry, hygiene kits, things like IDs and birth certificates. That's our outreach program, our care program, which you just talked a little bit about, and housing. We have housing programs that are on various ends of the spectrum. The funds that we raise and give to Lincoln Day keep those programs going all year round. So it's really important for us to communicate what we do, what those funds do, and let people know how they can get involved.
Talk a little bit more about that housing aspect.
Sure.
So
one of our programs is called First Hope, and that's based on a housing first model. So what we used to say is, back in the day, we'd say, okay, we're going to help you find a place to live, but you need to get sober and you need to get a job. And you look at me and you say, well, no kidding, lady. If I could do that, I'd have done that. When I tell this offsite, I use different language. I had to reel that in. I want a gold star for that.
You put your New Jersey on them then now.
You got it. New York. Ugh. Jersey.
Oh, my bad.
They are
It's
not.
still the
They are
same.
not synonymous.
It's the same.
You have to hold your nose to say New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey and New York, same people.
Okay, that's like you're saying this is flyover country.
I am about to throw these down.
I'm just playing.
Anyway, what was the question you?
There's a black squirrel.
So
sorry.
Okay, so wait, where am I going with this? Oh, so we used to say, hey, we're going to do those things, but people weren't having success doing it that way. They didn't have the tools.
Housing.
So this First Hope model says, we're going to get you housed right now as you are. And when people are warm and have a safe place to go, they're in a better position to work on some of those things that they really need help with to change their lives. Yeah. So that is a very heavily case managed program. There are lots of lots of people in that program right now who might have an additional challenge. So something maybe cognitive disability or mental disability or substance use. There's something that's making it extra hard for people to stay housed, and that's why they're considered chronically homeless. And so that's a program that's really important. No matter what's going on in someone's lives, we don't believe that they should ever be living on the streets.
So if so living on the streets, there came and hey, I need a place to go.
What we would do is say, have you done a housing evaluation? So
No.
let's start there. So you would work with someone on our team and do a housing evaluation so that they could assess where you are, what factors have gone into where you are, what resources are available to you. They would work on your individual situation.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to make that care and that attention individualized?
I mean, it's really important. When you think about people who are coming into our center who are either experiencing homelessness or who are worried they may experience homelessness, it's a pretty bad feeling. It may feel you may feel desperate. You may feel you're scared, you're upset. You want someone to look you in the eye and you want to feel that dignity. I'm a person. I want attention for this particular incident. I'm really nervous. And you want someone to look at you and to care and show that empathy and compassion and help in whatever way we can.
Director of Development, Lori Wellman, in the building. Lori, is there a phone number? You didn't give. We got to give the lincolnday.com, but there's if somebody's out there listening, is there a number that they can call in order to get some help?
What I would recommend is go online, go to mtko.org, because you can learn a little bit more about our programs. There are also other ways to get involved. Obviously, right now with Give to Lincoln Day, we'd love for you to click on that donate button. It's going to take you right to the Lincoln Community Foundation page, and you can make a contribution. And $25 can help 6 people get a meal that day. So there's no amount too little. So that's one way. I will also say that if you go on mtko.org, there's a volunteer button. And so you can learn about different ways that you can get involved. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's doing a drive for us. The number one need we have almost all year is blankets, even when it's really hot out. And so maybe you can't write a check, but you could help do a blanket drive, or you could help get water and Gatorade together. That's going to really help people in need in our community.
All right. Well, I'm going to donate 20. And you need to bring 20 with you Friday too. I mean Thursday.
Thursday.
Austin,
Thursday.
I said Thursday. I said Thursday.
If you could have spelled Schenectady, you could have donated.
Time out. Did you hear what Lori said?
What?
25.
All right, 25. You bring 25. Everybody on the ticket that listens to our show, bring 25.
I've got my 25 now.
Yeah, me too. I got 20, but you got to borrow $5?
No, sir.
Okay.
Nope. Can't do it. You've got it. Lori, he's got it. He's joshing right now. But by the way, we got a lot of answers, but I want to read this one. 0849 says, part Cornhusker, part prairie dog, a corn dog.
Oh, that's bad. I'm sorry I gave the satisfaction of laughing at that.
Yeah. Okay, no, a prairie wolf is a coyote.
That's why yip yip is their big thing
I
at
guess.
games. They say yip
Yip, yip. Oh, that's what they say? Yip, yip. Not hooray, do they? They don't go yip, yip.
Yip, yip.
Oh, boy. Okay, Sandman 460 says this before we take it to break. I got it. Because I am eating crow. Terrell. And I don't know if Austin was on the show. Austin, you know what I'm talking about. VJ, this is what he says. VJ, you got to eat crow on thinking Husker baseball wouldn't get past Oregon. Just giving you a hard time. Love listening to you in the black shirt. So I said it would take a miracle for Nebraska to win the Big Ten. Guess what happened, Lori?
They won the Big Ten.
A miracle. Right, Terrell?
Good baseball. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. It was a miracle.
I mean,
they played great baseball.
I mean, they played fundamental baseball.
Yes.
They played with no mistakes. Then they basically ran through the whole tournament. So, they did what they had to do.
Shout out to the baseball team.
Yeah.
I mean, I take my hat off to them, and I eat crow. I didn't think that they would win the Big Ten, and they did it. Is this the second year in a row?
Second year in a row.
Since 2013? No, the second team to go back-to-back since 2013.
Second time in a row they've won it.
No, the last person who won it back-to-back was 2013.
Oh, we'll look it up.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
You didn't do your own work.
Let me ask you. Play the music, Austin. Let me ask you. Who would have been the coach in 2013?
Dan Armstead.
You might be right.
He's right.
You were hoping to catch him. I can tell you were really hoping.
Yeah.
I always ask those catch him questions.
Yeah, I did my homework on Nebraska.
You did. Lori, you got any last part in words and any of that good stuff?
Just thank you very much to a generous community. We can do our work because of a compassionate Lincoln community. We're grateful.
Thank you for bringing the community together. And I think May 29th is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Yeah. Get your $25 out so we can give it to Lori before she leaves.
No.
Shout out to the Nebraska Wesleyan basketball team, the Prairie Wolves of Nebraska Wesleyan. We're going to give you guys more juice on the show. I'm going to try to make sure I follow y'all a little bit closer, especially because we got Lori here. So we'll be right back. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G1877747, and G1965599.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, for the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. This is the fastest 2 hours in radio, and now we're going to talk about something that we all didn't think was going to happen, but over the weekend, the men's Nebraska baseball team wins the Big 12 and did it in a good fashion. First game, 5-4 against Michigan State. Second game, 7-3 versus Oregon. Third game, 6-3 versus Penn State. And in the Big 10 championship, 5-0 versus UCLA. The Big 10 had 4 teams make it to the tournament. The SEC had 13 teams make it to the tournament, but Nebraska is headed to the Chapel Hill Regional for the baseball tournament, and we'll play one of our old nemesis, Oklahoma, in the first game. Yeah. And hopefully Austin will be able to make it there, and he'll have all the covering news for us if he makes it down there. Austin, Are you excited about going to Chapel Hill? Not Chapel Hill, but Chapel Hill.
No, I'm not excited to go to Chapel Hill because gross. We'll see if it happens, right? It'd be great to go. Been a long week away from the station with state baseball. Nice to be settled back in for a little bit, but the fact that Husker baseball survived in advance, found a way to win that Big Ten tournament. I was honestly closer to the VJ end of things. It's going to take a miracle. I didn't see this team being able to put it together. It's their longest win streak of the season right now, but they found a way to do it. And more credit to them for that. It was an impressive run through the tournament. The wins over Oregon and UCLA, especially. Michigan State, they took advantage of an error. They found a way to pay it off in extra innings, but then to come back, dominate Oregon a couple days later like they did, handle business against Penn State, and then blanking UCLA.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Those two games against the West Coast schools show you what I think this team's ceiling could have been all year.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at these young men that played over the weekend, I mean, they look poised. They look like they was ready. They was concentrating. They was focused. I mean, what more can you ask for a team who didn't have the record to earn an automatic bid? Was just had to win the Big Ten just to get into this tournament, but they did unbelievable. I mean, when you see how they played and who they ran through and all the teams that they beat, I mean, kudos to these guys, man. And Coach Will Bolt, man, who's probably, was stressed out this whole season about how this team played with the big expectations that they had. I mean, now they lived up to it. 2 years back-to-back, Big Ten champions, tournament champions, something somebody haven't did since 13 or so. I forgot who's the last team. Oh, Nebraska, wasn't it?
No, Nebraska just won its first Big Ten tournament championship last year.
Yeah,
that was the first one. But to go back to back, it says something. But if you really look at it, the last 5 games of this baseball team, defense.
Yeah,
defense. That's what won it. Defense wins championships.
So yeah, Indiana went back to back in 13-14. They won it up at Target Field in Minneapolis, then they won it in Omaha in 2014. Since then, it's been a new champion every year, except for Nebraska.
The real question is, can we, even though we made it, can we make it out of the super regionals? Can we make it to Omaha? That's the real thing. If you did the unthinkable and ran the table in the Big Ten, now can you run the table in the regionals and make it to Omaha?
Well, you got to keep that same intensity, that same fire that got you to Chapel Hill. I mean, you're on a 5-6 game winning streak, and you're probably one of the hottest teams that's coming into this tournament right now, and you got to just keep doing what you did to get there. I mean, great practice and travel time, get that out of there, get down there, get concentrated, get ready to play some ball and just win. That's all. I mean, nothing pretty, nothing flashy, just win.
I agree. Shout out to them, though. I think it was nothing short of amazing what they did by winning it. Nobody gave them a chance to, and it was good to see them come back and win it. Now let's get to the regionals and put some work in there and get to Omaha.
Yes.
It was pretty impressive to see the crowd as well. I mean, 15,000, 14,000, I think it was officially on short notice was pretty cool. Weather, not ideal, but I find it hard to say that this team, still lived up to expectations. They got there in the end. And that's what matters. But it just leaves you this taste in your mouth like, really? Now? Where was this all year? Right? If they would have played like this all year, would we have had the regional hosting conversation that I think needs to be the next step for this program? I mean, if this is a down year, that they still find a way to sneak into the tournament, win the Big Ten tournament, great. More power to them if this is a down year. But man, it just feels like another year that the team didn't live up to everything we thought it could be. And credit to them for coming together. I don't know if it was luck. I don't know if it was skill, probably some confluence of both. But it still feels like a bit of an underwhelming season on the whole, which is probably a weird thing to say, coming off a Big Ten tournament championship. They earned it. They deserved it. They absolutely did. But man, it just still leaves you wondering a little bit of what if this team would have put it together 2 weeks earlier, 3 weeks earlier.
Well, for me, it don't matter when you want to put it together late than early. And the fact that they're playing top-notch baseball late and they ran the table, to me, you don't even look at the record anymore. I don't think you look at them as that team unless they breed that ugly head in the regionals. I think this is a team that's on the rise, and they're starting to figure out how to play baseball together consistently. Because what we've seen is inconsistent baseball out of Nebraska. You know, one time you shut a team out or hold them 5-2. The next game you get blown out 14-5. So it's the consistency. And me seeing these last 5 games, to me, that's consistency on the defensive side of the game, and that's why Nebraska is moving on.
Quick question. Now, since Nebraska won this Big Ten tournament, is it fair to say that they might move it away from Charles Schwab Field because of the home field advantage for Nebraska?
No, it can't. You talking about Omaha?
Just the Big Ten tournament.
Well, it has a 3-year contract through 2027.
Okay.
So I'm sure they'll renegotiate and take a look at it.
Because some coaches talked about that. I mean, just being there at that. The first game, okay, the game against, who was that? Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really have a crowd like that.
Well, Nebraska didn't play a Midwestern team.
Yeah.
They didn't. They played 3 coastal schools in Michigan State. But that's no different than, Northwestern or Illinois getting the Big Ten tournament in Chicago, or, Indiana getting the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis. I think Omaha makes a lot of sense as a central location because you do have 4 schools on the Western wing. Maybe they rotate it around any given year. When you find a ball field like TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab now, and especially if you can say you're playing at the home of the College World Series, they might move it. I just don't know why they would.
How many on hand?
I don't think so.
How many on hand yesterday?
How many?
Nebraska fans.
A lot, like 14,000, 15,000.
I just don't think that it's going.
It's just part of the deal.
Yeah, it's just part of the deal. It's not going to matter. Anytime you got a team like Nebraska, the College World Series, which Nebraska's never really even been in it. So the College World Series is packed every year, and they don't have no Nebraska teams in it usually. So to have a Nebraska team, I don't think that gives them. I think it might give them a little bit of a home field advantage, just a pinch, but not much.
Well, where is Creighton going in this tournament? Where are they headed to?
Creighton is going to play Kansas. I forget which regional they're in.
Ooh.
Oh, they're going to Arkansas. That's right. They're going to Arkansas to Fayetteville. Mm-hmm.
Number 1 team in the region. The overall seed.
No, that's Vandy. Vandy is the number 1 overall.
Number
in the
2.
whole tournament. I think it's Texas. I want to say
13 teams from the SEC. Oh my God, that's a lot.
Baseball's bigger in the SEC than it is here. Anywhere other conference. And I don't know if it's because you got year-round baseball in the South, but I think it's bigger. Historically, SEC teams have been in the dance. They've been in the College World Series historically. And I don't think it's changed. I think we're just making, with the new changes, NIL, there will never be, to me, it will always be a disproportion of teams in any Division I tournament, Big Ten and SEC. It will always be that way. And I don't think it'll ever change.
I don't know. It might be all SEC team this year for the finals.
Kupsker says this: the team in the last week has looked like a complete different ball club than earlier, even 3 weeks ago. You want to be playing your best baseball at the end because that's when it counts.
You're right.
That's when it counts.
All right. This is the Captain Show. When we come back, Nebraska softball girls fall to Tennessee, but next year is going to be a big year in 26 right here on the Captain Show. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day with patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies and a high near 62. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, calm winds, a low around 50. And tomorrow, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 70. I'm meteorologist after 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at LincolnStars.com today before it sells out.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, for the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, the Captain Show. It's the fastest 2 hours in radio, almost done with hour number one. Austin, I paid the captain a visit yesterday. Yesterday morning, I went over his house. I probably got there about... Oh yeah, good, go check on him. It's plus he has some paperwork I needed. So, soon I get there, we talking. Them dogs he got. Remember that dog he used to bring? That dog is not little anymore.
It was never little.
It's the size of a bear now.
Dang.
But me and the captain sitting around talking, and he just tells me out of the blue, "Hey, go get that scale in there and let's see how much you weigh." I said, well, we're going to see how much you're going to weigh. So it's like me and him having a weigh-in because we're probably going to have a boxing match or what's that thing?
Are we televising this?
Yeah.
On the station?
You remember when we got into them big balls that time
Knocker balls?
Knocker ball.
Yep.
We're gonna have a rematch. But this time, Austin, it's gonna be better than ever.
Hello.
Because last year when I took it, Austin, I was 195, 193.
Okay.
I hit the scale yesterday, Austin. 204.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Good thing. I guess I've been eating good. I guess I was starving myself. But then the captain hops on it. I said, hey, you got to take the boot off your leg, dude. You can't get any advantage like that. Guess how much the captain weighs?
How much you weigh? Should we really be putting his personal business out here?
I'm going to put it out there. He's 208. He's 4 pounds heavier than me. I'm going to knock him out the world, Austin, when we get in that knocker ball again. I'm just saying,
Do we have
Austin,
a time, date, and place for this?
No, we're gonna do
find
it.
one?
He got to heal up. So I will probably say late October. I'll give him 6 months to get himself together and see how his body reacts to to his Achilles tendon. So who is this? His ambassador, do you think they should stop having the playoff game in Atlanta because the home field advantage for UGA? I never liked UGA playing Atlanta. I always think everything should be at a neutral site, especially when it comes to football. What do you think, Austin?
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
I think part of it is you like stuff in drivable-ish distance. I think if you don't like Georgia playing in Atlanta, beat Georgia. Plain and simple, right? Now, what you could see is also maybe some gamesmanship. Like if Texas is really good again and the Cotton Bowl's not a site, would Texas rather go play in Atlanta? Would Texas rather go play in, say, New Orleans, right, at the Sugar Bowl? Would Texas rather go to the Rose Bowl for their site? Atlanta's a ways away from Texas with a couple closer sites. But, maybe there's a world in which Texas says, this is close enough to us that we will still have a good home field advantage and we can really screw Georgia over by making them go out to, say, the Rose Bowl, for example, with more travel, or we'll ship them. I don't know where else they would potentially go.
Well, when Texas and Georgia played that second time, it was in the Cotton Bowl.
In the Cotton Bowl,
yeah.
Right.
So that
Advantage
wasn't
Texas.
Yeah, advantage Texas, but they didn't capitalize on that event on that situation.
Right. We look for so many solutions to fix problems that are outside of the scope of just go win your games.
That's it. Bill and Bennett says the Pac-12 fell apart for a reason. And they joined the Big Ten to save their programs. I say the West Coast teams should be lucky to be in a conference with us. Different story in football, though, Bill.
Yeah.
Very different story. That goes both ways. But I'm not going to argue with you on that. So you won that debate right there. I think VJ should pick Oklahoma, North Carolina, or so our boys can win this weekend. I don't know. I mean, I think they should be the have the upside on everybody because they got this nice 5-game winning streak. I don't know what North Carolina did. Did they win the ACC? I don't know what they did. Oh, so I don't know Oklahoma. I know they didn't win the Big Ten, the SEC because Vanderbilt won that. So, you get to play a team that you used to play probably 10, 12, 15 years ago. So now it'd be good to get that rivalry back. But, you still have to go out there and play the game and win.
Mm-hmm. That's what it comes down to. It's part of the fun, I think, of college baseball that I hope college football starts adopting more is that the better you are, you do get your home field advantage, right? Carolina proved all year how good, how dangerous they were. Oklahoma and Nebraska have some statistical similarities, but Oklahoma's just, 5-10% better across the board so far.
Yeah.
So far, right? But that's the fun of it, right? You think about hosting a regional. Nebraska softball didn't host a regional. Nebraska softball went on the road. Got a break in Southeastern Louisiana winning, and then took full advantage of it. And credit to them for that. You need to reward the teams that had good regular seasons as much as you possibly can. I think especially in baseball and softball, where anything can happen on any given day. But, like football, right? I get it can, but the favorites win an overwhelming amount of the time in football in a lot of cases. But in baseball, having home field advantage, being able to win a series instead of just win or go home, that's where I think there's a big reward in being able to host a regional or be within driving range of one that's close to you for your fans.
Now, being in North Carolina, Austin, I got to ask you this question. You're going to sneak down to Duke. Cameron, what they call it? What they call Duke's basketball stadium?
Cameron Indoor.
Cameron Indoor. Are you going to try to get there and get a picture?
Well, again, if I get to go.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm going to pitch a tent in Kville. That's what's going to happen. Don't even need a hotel. I have a tent. I will pack it. It'll be my check bag, and I will pretend I'm a Duke University student. Pitch my tent like I'm camping outside for a game. I'll never have the opportunity to do that probably again in my life.
What if you could run into Cooper Flag down there?
I'm assuming he's already in Dallas.
Yeah, I know.
But maybe I get to see like Isaiah Evans potentially. Be pretty cool. Maybe the Boozers are on campus. We'll have to see.
The Boozer kids are going. The brothers are going there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, both of them.
Both of them.
Whew, those kids are amazing.
They're good.
Yeah,
winners.
Yeah. Now that they're freshmen this year coming up.
Correct.
Oh man, what's Carmelo Anthony's son going?
He wouldn't. Did he actually go to Syracuse? I think he committed to Syracuse. Yeah.
I know that LeBron's son is going to Arizona.
Yep. Well, as of now.
As of now, he can't go into the.
Well, he's not.
Draft.
He's still got another year of high school, I think.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Pretty
that was his
sure.
last year. But, hey, look, I hope you get down there, Austin. I hope you
Bryce is only 17.
Okay, I hope you get down there. I hope you get to fulfill your lifelong dream as taking a picture down there in Cameron Indoor.
Can I just throw this out there? I tweeted this out, and I just want to, just for the record, get this out there. Everyone always asks me, oh, Austin, what would you do if Nebraska played Duke? Who would you root for? Who you going to pull for? What they don't understand is that my whole life has led me to this moment where Nebraska could play North Carolina, and I get to channel double hatred that way. So let's take a second. Husker Nation, you are officially on my side. Welcome to the party. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. All right. That's Austin's take on North Carolina. All right, this is the Captain Show, 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back with hour number 2.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about trading up. Not what you're thinking. You could never trade her in, but you can trade up her stone if you like. Signify the growth of your love, the challenges you have overcome, or any part of your love journey by trading up her diamond. Whether it's been 5 years, 25 years, or 50, say it with a bling. Big love, big bling. We got you. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Allo, we go beyond internet, bringing you faster speeds backed by an all-fiber network. We go beyond TV and phone service, delivering reliable, crystal clear connections. We go beyond customer service with local teammates and no robots for a hassle-free experience. We go beyond value, offering transparent prices with no contracts, hidden fees, or data caps. We even go beyond our office doors by working, hiring, volunteering, and living in the communities we serve. Go beyond fiber. Sign up today at allofiber.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershawn Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bakoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
It is 93.7 The Ticket Captain Show. We're gonna run that a little bit longer, Austin. Run that. We come back a little juiced up. I guess I'm sitting down. Austin said he don't need to be juiced up. Sit down, VJ. Before we move past this Texas stuff or the baseball,
softball.
So I know, but I want to go back to baseball.
All right.
Is Trev Alberts on the hot seat? Because the Texas Longhorns are number 2 seed in NCAA baseball. Who were their coach last year? Who was he coaching last year?
Who is he coaching this year?
He was coaching A&M last year. He's coaching Texas this year.
Thank you. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. Texas A&M last year was in the championship game. Texas A&M didn't think it was smart to retain their coach or whatever. Let him go to Texas. Guess what? Not even a year later, Texas A&M not going to the tournament at all. Texas, number 2 team. Don't tell me coaching don't mean anything.
Well, Trev's not a people person. I mean, we found this out by him not even speaking to the basketball coach all year.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that then you get rid of the baseball coach, and now you find yourself in a bad predicament in a tenure where you just now started. Football is going to save him.
You hope.
We hope. Yeah.
He hopes.
He hopes.
He hopes because you fail basketball, you fail football, or not football, but baseball, and now it's hinging on Texas A&M. Okay, perfect. Have you seen Texas A&M's football schedule?
No.
Let's just bring it up. Austin, can you get there faster than me, or am I quick? Okay, I just want to give you the schedule real quick.
Okay, Texas A&M football schedule.
Yes.
UTSA, Utah State, Notre Dame, Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida, Arkansas, LSU, bye week, at Missouri, host South Carolina, host Samford, which is funny only because
That is funny. At the end of the year?
A&M hired Samford's basketball coach.
Okay.
And then
Little
Texas
payback.
10 things out.
Well, here's the good thing for Texas A&M. Really found out last year that they have a real great quarterback. Didn't start the season off, but ended the season very well. But it puts them. That they got high expectations going in this year, though.
Texas A&M needs to win. You got Jimbo Fisher. You paid him all that money. Now you got Elko, which I think is a good hire. But they have to win. There is no time. It's like Nebraska football. Do you really and truly think that we can go 7-5 and that's successful? No. Austin, can we go 7-5 and it be successful a season?
No, this year probably.
No. So it's the same type of heat. Nebraska's got to win. To me, 8 games to me ain't enough.
Well, because
double digits.
The only reason why when we talk about this football with Matt Rule, only reason we have to be better than 75 because every third year is his best year at every school.
Well, it's not like it takes a lot for us to be good. You can't be the leader at losing 1-score games in the last 3 years and figure out, these ain't just 1-score games against bums. We talking Ohio States of the world. You're talking 1-score game. So what's the difference in a 1-score game? A turnover?
A loss is a loss to me.
No, I'm saying the difference in a 1-score game is a mistake. It's a turnover. It's a fumble. It's a taking a sack in the red zone. It's anything that's catastrophic to scoring points.
Well, when you're a team, when you're used to shooting yourself in the foot, you bring your own trouble to you. So we got to learn to play mistake free. We got to learn what the baseball team did.
That's coaching.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, no more blaming the young guys. You can't blame the young guys anymore. We can't blame inexperience. We can't blame these aren't our guys. We can't blame anything now. Now you're either gonna do it and get it done, or you can't.
Well, who do you blame the mental mistakes on, though? I mean, the
coaches,
little things.
The coaches. It's the coach's fault because the coaches get paid to coach. That's what a coach is. It's like if we had class, all of us, me, you, and Austin, we had the same class, and then at the end of the quarter or end of the semester, we have to take one of those tests. They take the test, whatever. We'll call it the Wonderlic test.
The finals.
Yeah, whatever. And in the I'm saying maybe it was a NCAA test. And then if we passed the class with an A and then failed or got a D on the test, the national test, what does that say? Who do you blame?
The student.
I don't know.
I mean, you can't.
You wasn't prepared.
I mean,
I don't know. You got to be prepared. I think, listen, we get paid to do a job, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, we get paid to talk about sports and different situations that's going on.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we get paid to do.
Yeah.
And if there's something that we're doing that's not following protocol, right? I don't care who it is, what's going to happen? Austin, feel free to jump in. What's going to happen if somebody is on air not following protocol? What's going to happen?
You're going to get that talk.
Or you're going to get a phone call.
Well, here's the thing. When you say that I can't,
there's
I can't
responsibility.
I can't put the blame on the coaches so much because if you do the reps and you go over plays so many times that they get it all during the week, and then you get in the game and they miscue or misdirection or even just miss your man out the back, that's a mental breakdown of the player. That's not a mental breakdown of the coach. The coach's job is to get you prepared.
Correct.
For the game.
And put you in the best position possible.
Yeah. Now, as a player, if you have that mental breakdown or that brain fart, as we must say, that's your fault.
Do you think we put our players in the most optimal positions last year? Offense, defense, special teams. Do you think we put them in the position?
I think it was mostly the execution of these players. I mean, dropping balls, not running the routes good enough, not wrapping up, not being. You let a back go out the backfield.
So then, why did you go get new coordinators all over the place? Tell me that. If that was the case, and it had nothing to do with coaching, why would we go get 3 new coordinators going into year 3? Matter of fact, during year 2, going into year 3, if it ain't a coaching deal, why would we go get new coaches?
Well, first of all, you only got one really change because
no, you did not.
Tony White left. He didn't get fired.
Tony White. What are you talking about?
Tony White left.
If you the boss and they hire me, and I'm coming from being a boss, I'm working technically under you, but I'm the secondary coach. That's a riff. If I come get a guy, they didn't go get the guy during the beginning of the season. They went and got him. So you mean to tell me the same guy that they went and got is now the defensive coordinator? You don't think Coach White felt that?
I don't think it was any pressure on Tony. I don't think Tony White had any pressure from John Butler. Anyway, I mean, now
the defense
when you go to the offensive side, now that's a different story.
The defense was not as good as we giving it credit for. That defense, I don't care what the stats say, I don't care what. The defense was not a top 25 defense.
On paper, it was.
It don't matter on paper.
I'll say it this way: it was a good defense. It was not a great defense. It certainly wasn't elite.
They played in spurts.
There was so much put on the shoulders of that defense that you understand why at the end of games maybe it would break down. But the best defenses find a way to make that last play. Nebraska's defense didn't always find a way to make that last play. So the numbers are pretty good. Again, not elite across the board. It was clearly the strength of the team. But for Nebraska to be an elite defense, there needed to be another level that it just never reached.
Yes, there has to be the Terrell Farr. We've got to get 2 or 3 guys. Like when you think 95, how many different guys can you pick out and be like, shoot, he going to step up this game? It depends on which one, right? So
everybody's not going to have a good game.
But here's what I'm saying, though. Elite players, special players, that are built. You didn't come into Nebraska an elite player. You had to be built. Now you had the building blocks and the foundation, but Coach McBride had to get in your face. He had to tell you, if you won't be physical, you won't play here. And he had to make you work for it by putting you second behind somebody you knew you was better than day one. Right?
Sure.
Okay. That to me means that coaching is so important, because if it wasn't, you don't go get a new special teams coordinator. You don't go get a new defensive coordinator. You don't go get a new offensive coordinator if it's not important. And to me, the coaching part, Eric, the coaching part is the most important part. And going into year 3 of having your guys, there's no excuse for them not to do what you're telling them to do, because you've had them for 3 years and you get paid millions of dollars to do it. That's your job. I'm not going to block you.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you on that.
Yeah, we are our own worst enemies last year. The last 3 years, our worst enemy has not been the opposing team. There's been 3. You can name the 4 games that we got dominated in the last 2 years. Can you name them?
Michigan.
Okay.
Indiana.
Yep.
Oklahoma. What else?
2 years. 2 years.
That was probably.
Austin, you got anything to add to that? That we got in 2 years of being, we got dominated. I'm saying Indiana for sure, Michigan
Colorado
for sure.
turned into that on the road a little bit.
We gave that game away, but I don't know if
Second half, there was no life.
Illinois.
No spark at all.
I ain't giving Illinois that. I'm talking about a team where they just blew us out the water.
Well, yeah.
Michigan 3 years ago. So what I'm telling you is, if you can't really remember that, then that means it's the small things. It's the turnovers. It's the not being able to tackle in space. Can you get off the field on third down? Can we, when you guys used to go 3 and out? You remember that? There's a reason why y'all put the threes up. You remember what was the reason? Because it's 1, 2, 3, and out. No matter what the offense did, you guys' goal was to go 1, 2, and 3 and give us the ball back. And I think we got to have guys like that to step all the way up, play outside themselves, not be selfish, but selfless, and lay it on the line. I think Nebraska football, it will be completely different. I think coaching is different, and I think we're going to see a different football team. If we don't, well, Austin, it's a long season, isn't it?
Long seasons get short very quickly.
Quickly.
Especially the way Nebraska has been playing, right? Think about 5-3 entering November 2 years ago. Going 0-4. Think about being 5-3 entering November this year. Going 1-3. Now, you got the one. That's important. But Matt Rule, a lot of talk about fourth quarter team. But if you can't be trusted to show up in the fourth quarter of a season, those first 3 quarters take on more importance.
And I think that's important too, Austin, is what team is going to show up in the fourth quarter? Are we going to be a team that grabs a guy, sticks his head into the dirt? Or are we going to be a team that gives a team like a UCLA, we let them hang around into the fourth quarter, and then we give them
dominated
hope.
That one until the fourth quarter.
But here's the deal. We let them hang around into the fourth quarter because we didn't wake up into the fourth quarter. My point is UCLA should have been dominated from the opening bell to the end of the game. But what did we do in that game? I will always remember this game. We wanted to put the ball in the air in the goal zone. We did not want to run the ball against a UCLA football team who hadn't stopped anybody on the ground. So to me, coaching is taking what the opposing team gives you. If they give you the run it 50 times. If they give you the pass it. Oh, I gotta throw this out here. Did you guys see that? Mickey Joseph landed a former LSU running back.
I heard. My cousin told me last night.
Did you see that? You didn't see that, did you, Austin?
I did not.
Yes. The running backs coach's son was at LSU, and I would imagine in his mind is, do I want to sit behind 3 or 4 great running backs, or do I want to go play? Anyway, I just wanted to sidebar that because I didn't want to. I saw that it came across my ticker, and shout out to Mickey Joseph and Grambling for getting that kid because that's a big get for him. Big get. But back to Nebraska football. Let me get to this real quick. Let's go to 6496 says this. Feels like we've had a bunch of penalties on late drives to give the team a go-ahead field goal. Would you agree with that? Are we a penalty? Do we bust all over the place in penalties? Last year?
I mean, I do think the texter's onto something. It feels that way. I don't have the empirical evidence to say it is happening or it isn't happening, but it does oftentimes feel like, hey, it's a big moment. Someone's going to jump off sides, or, someone's going to hold, someone's going to false start at just the wrong time. So, I mean, hypothetically, I believe it. I just don't have the data to back it up.
Okay. So this is what I'm about to look this up real quick. Nebraska football turnovers. This is just if you eliminate this, hold on. If you eliminate turnovers, you win 50% of the games you lost by 1 score, probably more. All I'm simply saying is because I remember what the turnover stats was. You guys don't? You remember where we were in turnovers?
Pretty bad.
It was like I can't see if you can find it real quick. I'm looking at it, but it's so small, my eyes can't. Anyway, to make a long story short, I believe that we were at the bottom, somewhere in the 60s, 70s when it came to turning the ball over. And I think it got better as the season went on. But my point is, let's eliminate the turnovers.
I've got Nebraska at 71st nationally with a turnover differential of negative 0.2 per game.
So that's down -2 turnovers.
0.2.
Oh, 0.2.
0.2.
Still.
Per game. So if you multiply 0.2 times the 12 or 13, Nebraska would have been minus 2.5, -3 on the turnovers.
Yeah, well, that to me
total.
Yeah, that's 1 score.
Yeah, but when you have those penalties, you don't have, like when we played, if you made a penalty, You knew you was coming out of the game. Nebraska didn't have faith in the linemen when they jumped outside, or they can take them out the game. See, we're still in that learning mode with the offensive linemen because, you know, where are the Slaters that started? Where are the guys that we recruited 2 years ago? Are those guys physically ready?
Mm.
You know, so we didn't have that capability last year of just snatching somebody out of the game because they jumped outside or because they made a stupid holding penalty. So we didn't have faith in those guys because, hey, we didn't know if they was going to do the same thing. So it also starts with depth too. If you have the depth to take a guy out who's not afraid, if the coach's not afraid to take him out.
True that, but going back to some small things that can fix one score games. Here, I'll give you another one. How many punt return yards do we have?
Like 4.
You know what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Okay. Punt returns, you had, okay, Isaiah Garcineta had 11 returns for 60 yards. Now you telling me that we only got the ball punted to us 15 times? Last year, how many times did they punt the ball to us? 15 times? Because we only have...
Well, it's 15 returns. That's not just 15 punts.
I'm making a point here. My point is we have 15 total returns. Now, in a game, how many times do you think they punt the ball?
Probably 6, 7.
Easy. If you dominated 10.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 15 returns. Take the returns, for instance. You went out, you got Coach Eckler. I would imagine he sees the same thing I'm seeing. How many punt returns? What do we average on punt return yards? 4.9.
4.9?
4.9. All you need is one return for a touchdown, and that number goes crazy.
Do you let's do Odad. I like this one. Do you think the depth is better this year?
Yes. Overall, I do.
Probably offensive wise. I think it is.
I think it is across the board. You
Yeah,
said depth.
Depth.
Yeah. Well, look
depth.
at linebacker. Look at all them linebackers we got.
Yeah, that's depth. But when you go to the defensive lineman, that scares me with that part because you have depth, but do you have size?
You don't have anything proven.
Yeah.
Well, what's the kid that came in it's been hurt? The little birdie is telling me he's going to be a baller. He wore number 90. Where's he from? Defensive tackle. About 6'2", 6'3", 280. He looked the part, but he was hurt.
Is that the Texas? No, is that the Tennessee Tech guy?
Could be. I'm just saying.
East Tennessee, Jalen George.
There he is. He looked the part. He looked like he could help us. But again, you can't make the club in the tub. So if it's one position I agree with you on, it's D-line. We have no depth there. And in the Big Ten, especially when you get to the Michigans of the world and you get to the teams that like to run the ball and play gritty football, it's going to be tough. Because you're going to need more than 2, 3, 4 defensive linemen. And again, Van Pop will look for that Van Pop to definitely jump into that rotation, if you ask me. So, Odad, I do think the depth is better. Whether or not we're better, we'll see once we start playing if the depth is better. Gus Mohawk says, I hear Texas A&M fans aren't very happy with Trev from going to the championship game to nothing altogether. Yeah, you're right. Look at him. He's laughing. That's not right, Gus. Don't laugh at Trev's debacle. Nolan Border. This is older stat, but still bad. Hold on. Let's look at this stat. Nebraska turnover curse. Most turnovers in FBS in 2023. Most turnovers in FBS since 2004. Worst turnover margin in Power 5 since 2004. Double the second worst team. Okay? Let's take care of our turnovers. 93.7 the Ticket. Captain Show. We'll be right back.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Play ball! Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers throughout the day with patchy fog this morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies and a high near 62. Tonight, the cloudy skies, calm winds, a low around 50. And tomorrow, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy with a high near 70. I'm meteorologist for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
It pays to participate in LES Peak Rewards. You can earn a $25 gift card when you enroll your qualified smart thermostat in the program. Help curb electric demand and sign up today at les.com/peak rewards.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. 93.7 The Ticket Captain Show. We are powered by Bauer Infrastructure, Bauer Underground Brand Excavating. Yeah, Austin don't know nothing. Austin, you're fired. Get out of here.
Sorry, I was researching.
So I was telling them about our weigh-in we had this weekend for the what was that? What we called it?
The knocker ball.
Knocker ball in October. We're gonna do knocker ball in October.
What you talking about?
The weigh-in we had yesterday.
We ain't had no weigh-in.
Yes, we did.
I'm 215 today.
No, you 208.
No, it's 215 today. That was you
What's
caught
that?
me in
The
the
boot
morning.
on.
I didn't have the boot on. Anyway, did you see one of our own going into the Cotton Bowl Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Tony Davis.
Shout out to tough Tony Davis, Cotton Bowl Hall of Fame. Him, I seen big what's his name? Jerome Bettis. Get on the bus. Let's see who else made it. Linebacker Randy Braban, David Cutcliffe, Nebraska running back, of course, Tony Davis. And then they got some ambassadors and some other guys. Let's see. Charlie Fiss, Bo Jackson, DeMarco Ryans.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
DeMarco or D'Amico?
Let me see again.
Well, if it's D'Amico, that would be...
It's D'Amico
okay,
Ryans.
so Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, it's D'Amico Ryans. Sorry about that. And Alabama, it says Alabama linebacker D'Amico Ryans. My bad. Thanks for the heads up on that one. But shout out to that. I thought that was pretty doggone. I was trying to find out what his stats was in the game, but I think he went bananas in that game. But shout out to those guys for making it into the Cotton Bowl Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Tony Davis in 74, 28 rushes, 106 yards, a touchdown. In a 19-3 Husker win.
Didn't we go to the Cotton Bowl? We didn't have 100-yard rushing in the Cotton Bowl. I was at that game with Bo Pelini. 09, 08? No, it was 10. Anyway, we played in the Cotton Bowl. I do remember playing in the Cotton Bowl, and I remember who we played, but I think we won the game. I believe. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Okay, so now I got another question for you guys. So the head coach of Dallas Cowboys is who? Schottenheimer. Yes. Son of Marty. There you go. I guess, would this bother you guys if as a head coach, you guys are professionals, if I came in and said, you know what, Terrell, you can't sit by Vershawn anymore. Austin, you can't sit by Nick. We're going to switch this
Thank
up.
goodness.
Would that bother you in a professional setting? You got to think. Guys been around each other for a long time. Would that bother you? Is he wrong for shaking up the locker room? Anybody?
What did he do?
He basically shook up the locker room, so he changed everybody. It's kind of like assigned seating now. Now, Austin, you're over in R1. Terrell, you're in R2. Vershawn's in R3. Blah blah blah, so forth and so on. But there was a former player that really took issue to that. LeVar Arrington. He took issue to that, and so I'm just trying to see what you guys think. Would that bother you if Austin, we came in here and the mailbox or where your seat was changed to somewhere completely different? Would that bother you?
Probably initially, but if it works, right? I hope that to some degree that these guys are professional enough to give it a chance, right? If you're going to be on the team with these guys, you probably better get to know them anyway. So no, it's not ideal. Maybe it's uncomfortable. But isn't that what Brian Schottenheimer is being brought in to do? Is be similar, right? There's a reason Jerry Jones hired him, toe the line, be a company man. But also you would think that Dallas wants a change, wants more postseason success. So I can understand maybe some jilted feelings early on, but give it a chance. And if it works, hey, guess what? Maybe you shouldn't have been complaining about it at the start. See it through, give it a chance. I can understand the perception of, oh, this guy's just coming to change things, wants to make his mark, wants to do things his way or the highway maybe. But sometimes you do need that little bit of a jolt. Sometimes you do need to upset the apple cart. So I can understand if you're, a longtime pro, you're handling your business, you're taking care of things where maybe it wouldn't sit right with you. But also at the same time, give it a chance.
I think sometimes these coaches put out fillers. I think this is a filler to see which one of these guys are going to come unglued behind a locker room. It's just a locker. Because they want to see who's the guys, who's the crybabies, who are the guys that are going to complain about any and everything that they get, even though they're millionaires. Who cares about the locker? Can we win games? And so I look at that twofold. I think that, as a head coach, you got to do something to let those guys know, hey, there's a new sheriff in town. I don't care how much money you're making. I'm going to show you I'm a new sheriff by switching the locker room. And now I want to see which one of you guys are going to cry. So I can get the guys that are the bad apples. I need to get them away from the bunch. I got to get them away quickly and as far as possible. Because Dallas is trying to do something. You're bringing in a receiver from Pittsburgh that don't have the best track record off the field. Great football player, but you can't afford to let him slip off the field. Dallas Cowboys can't afford to slip off the field. Why? They get to party all the time because they're in Dallas, but at the end of the day, Dallas Cowboys haven't been good since when? Name the last time Dallas Cowboys has won a playoff game. What year was that? Wait.
Well, the last time they won or made it to the NFC Championship game was in the 90s.
Exactly. So when you think the last time they even won a playoff game was? We're just talking about playoffs.
Did Tony Romo win a playoff game?
I thought he won one. I could have swore we won one.
No, they won one in 2022. They beat Tampa in the wild card.
There you go. But that's what I'm saying. You got one.
Then in 2018, they beat Seattle in the wild card, Detroit in the wild card in 2014, Philly in the wild card in 2009.
Wow.
Before 2009, it was 96.
You're going back 10 years. Just think about that. 10, 12, 13 years. So if that's supposed to be America's team, they need to do something different than they've been doing. So the locker room, I don't have a big problem with that. Do you, Terrell?
What's that?
I have a big problem with them switching the lockers at you're a millionaire and they say, hey, you sit over there now.
That sounds like old boy from Penn State fussing about that. What's the defensive?
Parsons?
Yeah,
Parsons?
Yeah, that sounds like him kind of arguing because I don't care where I sit in the locker room. I mean, you try to put them with linebackers, running backs with running backs, quarterbacks with quarterbacks. I mean, that's the way a locker room should be. It's easier for the position coaches to get to his guys during halftime or any other thing you need, though.
Brandon Aubrey. Is that who is he? Give me is that the?
That's the kicker, I believe, wasn't it?
Oh, the Cubsker says, do we think he put Dak Prescott next to Brandon Aubrey's locker?
Yeah, that's the kicker.
I know, but what's the gist of Brandon Aubrey? I guess I can't remember. Come on, Cubsker, give us a little something to that Brandon Aubrey because it sounds like it.
Because Brandon Aubrey's good at his job. I don't know.
You know what I would do? I would put the quarterbacks with the receivers. I would put my top guys together. That's just me, and I would put and in between my top guys, I would put a rookie that or a younger guy that I know is going to need a little bit of help from those older guys. But I wouldn't let all my old guys sit in the corner together, right?
Yeah, no clicks.
Yeah,
not sectioned off.
Because that's what's going to happen. You know that they all get together, and because they're making the millions of dollars, they don't help the rookies. So when you put a rookie in there somewhere, especially if it's a rookie that can help you, I think it's always good to be able to put him next to a guy who's been there, done that for the knowledge part of it. So I don't know if I mean, it depends on how you look at it. I don't think anything is wrong with it. I think they're professionals, but if they were professionals, they'd be winning games. And they're not.
Well, the division's gotten tougher. With Philly, maybe the deepest roster in the NFL for the last couple of years. Washington was pretty good. And then I guess you got to talk about the New York Football Giants as well. But it's not an easy road for Dallas to climb right now with 2 games against Washington, 2 against Philly. Dallas has to be better. They should be looking at every option to get better.
100%. That's a great question. Gus Mohawk says Huskers made the cover for the first time since Eric Crouch. Can you name all the Huskers to be on the cover? Not just NCAA, but they used to have NCAA Game Breaker. Hold on a second. Don't send me another text message while I'm reading that one. And other variations of the college football video game. Huh. College Football 26. Who's that?
Oh, it's just a fan.
Now, who's number 4?
That's Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith.
Who else is on there? It's just Jeremiah? It's a bunch of guys.
Well, Reggie Bush in the bottom left. Looks like it's either Allen or Singleton from Penn State in the bottom right.
And are they just photoshopped in? I get it.
I think number 2 is Ryan Williams from Bama, if I'm not mistaken.
Scott Frost was on the cover, I thought. Huh?
Say we made the cover.
Who made the cover? This guy back here with the Nebraska BCU?
Yeah.
That's old. Do you see how old that picture is? Look at that picture. Look at that picture, Austin.
I see it.
Did you tell me you think that's current?
If you're asking me if I think they got all these people in the same room at the same time, no.
No. I'm asking you where it says Nebraska BCU. First of all, the plates is from like 10, 12 years ago. Okay.
I understand that. I'm not saying that it's.
Did he get photoshopped into this picture?
I think everyone got photoshopped into this picture.
Okay.
I think every single person did.
Yeah, but why did they put the guy
Because which Nebraska athlete outside of Dylan Raiola are you putting on this cover? And why are you putting why wouldn't
Dylan be on here?
They have a lot of other players. Would you rather have Dylan lost in the shuffle or a generic fan?
Give me Dylan lost in the shuffle back there.
Right behind Cade Klubnik?
Yeah.
Number 3 quarterback?
That's okay. We got to find
Sam
him.
Leavitt, the guy Nebraska said no thanks to, so they could get Dylan?
Well, yeah, but beat CU, what does beat CU got to do with college football 26 when we're in the Big Ten?
2 different covers, deluxe and regular. Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams on one cover.
I'm looking at the deluxe edition.
Yeah.
The deluxe edition's got a lot of guys. It's got coaches on there too.
You gonna play this year?
The coaches?
Dillingham, Lane, Lanning, Day, Franklin.
Yeah.
You gonna play it this
Kirby.
year?
No.
Well, don't talk about it.
No, I'm not playing the football game. I just told you guys that no, I'm not playing. Especially now that they've got beat CU and CU has nothing to do with anything. And then they got the guy from 1990 with what kind of collar is that? They don't wear those collars anymore, do they? Do you wear those collars like that?
I mean, it's just a sweater over a dress shirt.
Who does that? That's Bill Cosby time. You're talking the 80s, maybe the 90s.
That license plate tag, huh?
Yes, it's
I never
old.
seen that.
You never even seen it. You've been here 10 years. Listen, that thing is almost 20 years old. Great picture, though. Appreciate that, Gus Mohawk. Thank you. So my joke was Dallas can't score touchdowns, so they have to rely on the kicker. Oh, Dad 34, what do y'all think about James Franklin being in Vanderbilt's dugout over the weekend? I don't know. We'll talk about that after these messages. 93.7 Captain Show.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work?
Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl Jordan with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk about trading up. Not what you're thinking. You could never trade her in, but you can trade up her stone if you like. Signify the growth of your love, the challenges you have overcome, or any part of your love journey by trading up her diamond. Whether it's been 5 years, 25 years, or 50, say it with a bling. Big love, big bling. We got you. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Play ball! Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back with Vershawn Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. 93.7 The Ticket, Captain Show. Fastest 2 hours in radio. I'm with
the Black Shirt
and
Austin.
There you go, Austin. And we're powered
by
Bauer. Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Brand.
Excavating.
Sorry. Oh, I had to do it. Okay. Here we go. I want to bring this to you guys' attention real quick. Now, Nebraska will be starting this summer conditioning program. How important is that summer conditioning program? It's getting ready to start next week.
Very important.
I think this is probably, for me, the most important offseason for this football team because of all the changes that we've made and because you haven't proven anything yet.
Yeah.
We don't. What's the signature win of Nebraska football in the last 2 years? Colorado? What would we say is the signature win?
Beating Wisconsin for the first time in forever?
Really?
That's the point.
I mean, yeah. Well,
that's the exact point.
Right? Who would you say? What's the signature win? And okay.
Boston College. There. Nailed it. Boom.
No. Boston College without their two best players. I don't know who we use. Signature win to me would only be Colorado. Colorado, Wisconsin. You're right. Colorado, Wisconsin. Other than that, who else can you throw in that conversation? Who have we beaten? What's the signature win? To me, next year's signature win, Michigan.
Ooh.
That's a signature win. That's a win that we will always remember. But if you can't tell me that the signature win that we've had in the last 3 years is who? Now, if I put the third year on it, who is it now? Iowa, who we haven't beat since. But other than that, Nebraska fails because we don't have any signature wins. We don't win the games that we're not supposed to win ever. And we got to change that mentality. I'm on my Husker soapbox just because I've had a lot of questions about how I think Nebraska football is going to do. And my answer to those people that ask me those questions is Nebraska football is going to do what Nebraska football can do without shooting themselves in the foot. If Nebraska plays clean football, everybody in Nebraska will be happy. If they're 70th in turnovers, if they lead the league in turnovers, as far as turning the ball over, not total, not taking away two and comparing the both. I'm talking just losing the ball. If you can stop those nuances of the game, the small things, we win big time. But if you continue down the path of self-destruction, us radio pundits will have fun. Because people like to talk about negative stuff. We really like to be positive about positive stuff. But I think everybody around here, Austin, needs some positivity out of this football program.
Aren't we ready to we've been ready to get there for a while.
I think so. I mean, you got to think this is going to year 2 or 3 for you, Austin, 2? Here at the radio.
Third year.
This is going to year 3. This is going to year 5 for me. And let me just tell you something. I love running my mouth, but at some point, can we run our mouth about something positive in the football department?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be great. And I think, again, it starts this summer. What we do in the fall starts right now. If those guys are hitting those steps and they're doing the extra stuff, I promise you we're going to be a different football team. But they got to sacrifice in the summertime. Now is the time to lay it on the line, get in the best shape of your lives so that you can
isn't that the point? You're getting into football shape over the summer?
Yes, that's the point. No one dog days of summer. This separates the men from the boys. This separates here's one. This separates the upper echelon Big Ten from the second and third tier. If they want it, then this part, I agree with you. The players got to want it more than the coaches, meaning they got to go do the extra without the coaches even knowing. And believe me, they'll know. But I'm saying, what's wrong with Dylan getting all the receivers together and saying we're going to run routes on air? What's wrong with the defensive linemen and the defensive ends getting together saying, hey, guys, let's get an extra workout in? What's wrong with the defensive backs and the running backs and the corners and receivers saying, hey, guys, next Saturday morning, we're going to meet. And matter of fact, next Saturday at 5 o'clock when it's at its hottest point, we're going to meet and run stadium steps. That's what we used to do. Coaches had nothing to do with that. And until we get back to that mentality, so yeah, I think players need to take ownership, Terrell. But now it's put up or shut up time because the coaches who get paid to coach they can't play games. Coach Rule can't line up at linebacker. So it's his job to get them prepared. What do you got, Terrell? Any last words? We got the elevator music on.
Nah, I'll just fall asleep for a second there.
You got Call of Duty?
Nah, I don't know.
Okay. It's kind of, I think we need to let it get in here first, right? Austin, what do you got?
Go Big Red.
That's it. What do you got? You got a show coming up next?
It'll be a good one. Me and Stricky for a segment. Lori Wellman's back.
Okay.
Then normal Tuesday programming.
Hey, listen, man. Keep it locked. 93.7 The Ticket, bringing you all the latest, the greatest, the best sports news all across the board. Shout out to all things Nebraska. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. Hey, I'm missing tennis. Shout out to the tennis team. Shout out to the bowling team. Shout out to the wrestling team. 93.7 The Ticket, fastest 2 hours on radio, signing off.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out